Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, guys. Welcome to chrisIsTalkin, and this is my weekly anime review for僕のヒーローアカデミア, and this is for episode 10. And straight off the bat, we start off from where the last episode finished, and that's with ERASER facing the villains that have entered into the schools. And one thing that I was kind of wondering before, just to let you know, I'm a manga reader, so I knew what was going to happen. But when I was reading this in a manga, one thing that I had in my head is the same question that Izuku had as well, and the question was, how is ERASER going to fight all these multiple villains when his main quirk is only erasing powers? And I don't really see him having an enhancement quirk. This isn't Hunter, where you have things like Nen and strengthening your chi or ki or all that kind of stuff. So I was wondering, how is he going to fight all of these villains? And straight away you get to see him that his hand-to-hand combat is amazing, and not only is he really good at like fighting as well, he's really intelligent. Like, you can tell that he's like another Kakashi type sensei, and that's one thing that loads of people who once they first started reading the manga, they mentioned there's a lot of similarities between ERASER and Kakashi, from the fighting styles to the techniques, and as well as the fact that ERASER has the power to erase people's quirks. That's amazing. There was loads of good things about this episode. One of the things, a few of the things I liked about it was, one, the music that happened from the second that it started let you know exactly how the theme of the episode was going to be. These villains were not fucking around; they were out to kill. And I mean, from considering how light-hearted this anime is, the guy with the hand on his face was literally saying things like, "Oh, okay, then we're going to kill the students. Let's see how long it takes for All Might to get here." Like, they were not messing around. So, like, I like how the tone of this series is shifting. As a manga reader, I know where it was going, but watching it as an anime, considering that I read this like almost a year ago, watching this as an anime, I think it is doing the manga justice. And you guys should definitely, if you are reading manga, you guys will enjoy this anime series. And I think it's only 13 episodes, so there's only going to be another 3 episodes left, which is kind of unfortunate. So we won't really get to see the crazy progression that all these characters have. But let me just tell you that this episode here really shows how the series is going to be. From at the beginning, we mainly focused on, in the first few episodes, we mainly focused on Izuku and Bakugo and their issues and like how they grew up. And then even though they went to UA, we never really had much focus on the individual students. In the past 2 episodes, they've been focusing a lot more on the students, especially in the verses. So it wasn't just Izuku and Midoriya. We got to see more of the half fire, half ice guy. We got to see the guy with the hardening. We got to see Su-chan, Sue. So now she's been in a lot more frequently, had a lot more roles, and now the series is focusing on a lot of the side characters as well. And it's not really side characters, but these are the main characters of this series, and I love how the series is really focusing on a lot of the people. This episode mainly focused on my apologies. They mainly focused on Izuku, Sue, and Minata. So I finally remembered his name, the guy with the grape things in his head, and how they were going to deal with the villains that came in and, well, to just take out All Might. One thing that Izuku picked up on was the fact that the villains, the main leaders of the villains, mentioned we are here to take out All Might, and the fact that they're there to take out All Might and everyone knows how strong All Might is means that they have something up their sleeve to take out All Might. But he was not deterred. He even said, "I don't care the reason or why or how they're going to do it. We need to basically kind of protect ourselves, protect themselves from All Might, not from All Might, protect themselves from the villains, help All Might out." And obviously Izuku's, sorry, I keep saying Kachan, Izuku, my apologies. Obviously Izuku's the only person right there who knows about All Might's issues and his transformation issues, but he doesn't obviously know the depth of how serious it is. ERASER, he's trying his hardest to contact All Might, but obviously All Might's in the school. He's been too much of a hero to a point of where he's been saving people for the sake of it. And the head teacher's even mentioning, look, your main focus here, your main role here should be to focus on being a teacher, and you're going around saving people. We have other heroes for that. So I like how they're finally starting to talk about that and his role in the series. So, another thing I really liked, sorry, I went on a huge tangent. Another thing I really liked about the series was the costume design, the character designs of the villains. The villains are just looking amazing. The villain music, so the score that they have when the villains are entering, from the designs of the villains, from how they're pretty smart as well. These villains aren't like the generic villains you get in other animes, where they just come in and they just start destroying stuff. Obviously you have the fodder and then you have the main people. So kind of like in chess, but the main person, he didn't really go in straight away. It's more like he's analyzing, and I really like that. I like it when villains are really smart, but I also like it a lot when the protagonist isn't just an idiot. So obviously Izuku, we've noticed from the beginning of the series, Izuku is actually really smart. His main thing was that he was a genius, and then as it went on, he then got All Might's quirk. So he's a really smart person with a power or strengthening kind of quirk ability, which I think is pretty OP, and they really tried the hardest to show you this, of how his mind and his strength come as one to save the day, and he did. And obviously we got to see a bit more of Su-chan in the water and how fast she is. So in water, she's like unstoppable. And then Minata, he was a bitch. He was literally crying his heart out. He was like, I like how Su-chan even ended up saying, why did you end up coming to this hero school? Are you really trying to be a hero? But at the end of it, you get to see that deep down inside, he does want to be a hero. It's just that he's a pussy. Put it frankly, he's just a pussy. But I think as the series goes on, and the more he spends with people like Izuku, who you can tell is also technically a pussy as well, we got to see it from the beginning. He is a deep pussy. Like he literally is scared shitless, but he's tried his hardest from the beginning of the series and worked his way up to being how he is right now. And I think this kind of things will rub off on other characters in the series who are weak and who need to basically have kind of like a stronger spirit. And I think Izuku's the perfect kind of person for that. All Might, we never got to see much of him. We got to see him interacting with the head teacher, and it was nice every now and then. And we got to kind of get that he doesn't know what's going on in the school. The head teacher supposedly doesn't know what's going on in the school. Eraserhead can't get in touch with the school. There's a person, or there's a villain in the area with the students who can basically get rid of the censors. So that's the reason why the school don't know that the villains are there, and it's a whole madness. I love how we got to see snippets of all the other students split up and going against the other heroes or the other villains. And I also love how Kachan and the guy who hardens his body parts and stuff, them two immediately went against that black fog guy. They did not give no fucks. The second he finished speaking, he was still speaking, they just jumped in and said, you wasn't expecting us to take you out, was you? Literally, that's the kind of mindset you need as a hero, because sometimes I don't really like it when you watch anime series and then the bad guy's talking and talking and talking, or the hero's talking and the bad guy doesn't do anything. And it's kind of like, you could have stopped each other so many times all the time. So yeah, so this was a really good episode of Boku no Hero Academia. I mean, what a dirty cliffhanger. What a way to leave us. I was probably just like, why? Why are you going to leave us there? So I think that next week is probably going to focus on a few other people. We've got to see that the half fire, half ice guy, he's going to be fighting some other people. Hopefully we get to see some of Kachan, because like, yeah, like Bakugo, Kachan, I'm going to be going back through the names because I'm just freely talking. But yeah, Kachan, I can't wait to see him fighting against some of these villains and get to see how they react. And the fire ice guy, I want to see him go in, as well as a few of the other characters. We got to see the girl who can whose clothes are really visible. I mean, I don't know if it's appropriate for school, but we got to see her making some stuff. So like being a manga reader, like I know what her abilities are, and I think that it's really good that we're starting to see it. I didn't think it's going to look that good. And can I just, sorry, before I finish, can we just talk about the animation quality? I mean, Boku no Hero Academia has never really like skimped on animation quality. They've always had good animation quality, but they've really went in on the fight scenes and like the emotions and like detail and the art. Everything about this was good. I'm going to give this like a 9 out of 10. I'll give it a strong 8 or 8.5 or a 9 out of 10, just because obviously there's more. It's not like this episode completed in anything. We are coming to the end of the series, so we're probably going to be finishing the next 2-3 episodes, but by then we'll see how it concludes, and hopefully they confirm a season 2 because it's amazing. But yeah, and I'm out of steam, so I'm gonna let you guys go. If you like this video, do like, share, subscribe. Check out my other videos, my playlist for my other anime reviews, manga reviews, and yeah, hopefully I'll be posting a lot more things. Sorry for you guys who do watch me weekly. I know I'm missing a few of my other anime reviews like Naruto, which came off filler, so yes, I do expect a review for that. Hopefully tomorrow morning I'll get that sorted, and my One Piece manga review, I'll get that sorted as well. It's just I had to get this Boku no Hero Academia out of the way because Ace Amazeballs, Boku no Hero for the win. Yeah, enough of that. Chris is talking. Have a good day. Peace.